Welcome back, rankers. Having a little bit of an SEO fight in Twitter this morning. Some people are claiming that good code is 100% of SEO, and of course it's not. Good code, saying that good code is 100% of SEO is, a bit like saying a carburetor is 100% of a car or something. The most important thing with SEO is your keyword analysis. So right now I'm going to go and have a look at a couple of tools for you just to show you what I mean. First of all, if you're not using a tag cloud generator, it can be a really useful tool to get a visualization on what your competition's doing. And I owe this tip actually to Sharon Crost, who I met at Marketing Now in New Zealand. And on Twitter, Sharon is MKTWow. And so you can follow Sharon, but it's a great technique and I really love it. So the one I'm using at the moment is called tagcrowd.com, and there's a bunch of others out there. But let's just go and do a search in Google, and we'll just do a search for, say, well, I'll do marketing speaker in Australia because that's one that we prepared earlier, and I got our trainee to rank for already. So we're already ranked for it. But if we go and have a look at, oh, come on, Google, behave yourself. If we have a look at the results just for the Australian pages, it will give us a good example of how this works. Now, the reason why a tag cloud is really useful is that it gives you a visualization of what your competition is doing compared to you. So, for instance, our site is down here in google.com.au, and we're going to go have a look at the #1 results. So all we're going to do is I'm just going to copy the URL for that page, and then I'm going to go back to my tag cloud generator, put the URL in there, press the magic visualize button, and it will tell me visually what the most important or most frequent words on that site are, not necessarily the most important. Now you can use this a couple of different ways. Go and compare it to your own page, and certainly you will find that on the page that we're ranking for marketing speakers, there's no way known we have, I'm pointing to the screen again, I've got to stop that. There's, I'll use the mouse instead. There's no way known that we have the word speaker on our page 102 times, so I'm not going to even go and try to compete with that. So that's how you make the decision on what sort of strategy you're going to take. If you know your competition has got the word speaker on their page 102 times and there's just no way known that you can do that and still have people read your page, then you might have to then look at other techniques to rank higher than that page, which might be more backlinks, or it might be a better linking structure, or whatever it might be. But remember, there's 200 variables that Google use in their algorithm. So, if you can't do one, then you've got to look at doing another. Then once you've used a tool like a tag cloud, it can at least then tell you whether you're up against it for a keyword density or not. But the most important thing, the thing that people miss most when it comes to search engine optimization is that it's not about ranking, okay? It's about conversions and it's about business. So you have to ask yourself, how many new clients or client inquiries can I handle a day? We had a mortgage broker. We were generating 2 leads per day for that mortgage broker. That mortgage broker couldn't handle the volume of leads. He was a one-man show, and 2 leads a day was just way too many for the amount of work that he had to do to qualify those leads. So how many leads can you handle in a month? Have a look at this site. This is an old client of ours. You look at the date range there. Okay, we're going from 2007, September 2007 to March 2008. So that is about a 6-month period. And over that 6-month period, through one particular form on the web page, they had 419 inquiries. So, that's a good number of inquiries. That's getting up around, well, it's more than 2 per day. So once again, 2 per day. So can you handle 2 new leads per day? I know right now, Stuart Media, we'd be pretty pushed to handle 2 new leads a day with the amount of work we've got on. To give you an example, our business development manager negotiated a 35-hour week, and last week she worked 42. So we don't want those sorts of numbers hitting our online inquiry forms right now, because we wouldn't be able to service them. So this is what it gets down to. So don't worry about how many keywords do I have to rank for. Worry about how many leads do you need per week, and then work it backwards from there. Then use your tools like Google Insights for search, where we can go and have a look and see exactly, what the volume of searches are for a particular phrase against another particular phrase. You can also Google Insights for search, and thanks to Cam the cameraman for this tip. Time ranges the Google is now doing for Google Insights for search. So if I take marketing speaker again, marketing speaker, and I look at the time range for the last 12 months, I say search worldwide is the volume I'm interested in, and there's the search volume for, if I can add a time range, last 12 months, 2004 to present, let's just say 2008. I want to see, actually let's see 2007. Let's see if it's on the up since 2007. So that's the same phrase, marketing speaker, but I'm looking at now a graph which shows me the volume from 2007, and we can see in the last 12 months it has significantly dropped for that phrase, and even to the point that it's actually starting to pick up now. So that's good news. Global financial crisis over, yay! Google Insights for search tells us so. So use these sorts of tools, and then get your techies to implement the changes, or implement the changes yourself, because it's not hard. So good SEO is not all about code. It's all about business. And that's it for today's show. And if you have any questions, send them through and we'll answer them on the show, or we'll have a fight on Twitter about it. Talk to you later. Thanks. Bye.